Well, you know, and I think what people, you know, like the kids that watch Vlad TV have to realize about this is that, you know, in the days of Serato and, you know, someone can give you a flash drive with 5,000, you know, records on it. Back then, the DJ was so important because he had to buy the vinyl and have doubles of the vinyl, and it was a very expensive kind of undertaking to be a DJ.
The vinyl, that was the easy part. It was the sound system.
And the sound system as well.
Okay, how many people had that kind of equipment?
Yeah, true.
The equipment that Kool Herc played on was way before its time. No street DJs had that kind of equipment. Okay. I just did a project just recently, and I had to kind of refer to the equipment that Kool Herc had at one point. And I was like, really? I said, when Herc was playing on those turntables, we was playing on these. Like, we had little belt drive turntables, you know, whatever we could afford. You know what I mean? That was real professional equipment. So, I mean, to sum it up, to be a DJ at the beginning was an expensive undertaking. Yeah. All right, everybody that was down with the DJ, you don't have nothing invested in this. You don't buy needles, speakers, amplifiers, nothing. All right, carry that crate and you can hang out with me. Carry that speaker and you can stand behind these ropes.
And I heard that the DJs back in the day, what they would do is basically bleach out the labels on the records because they didn't want people to know what the records they were playing.
Yeah, they would either cover them with tape. I would tape mine. I wouldn't scrape the label off because the label is, you know what I mean? But I would tape it strategically so nobody could see the date, the color, the name, or the, you know, where it came from. So some people would just whitewash the whole album off so you don't know what it is. But then I might forget what it is. So, like, let me just leave enough so I know what it is. Yeah, but that because being a DJ, it was some exclusive kind of thing. It was like your value as a DJ was how the records that you had. What do you have that he don't have? Right. Okay, what makes you different from that next DJ? And that's what it was about. First it's the sound system. And then once you establish that, then you got to be the top DJ with the top music. You got to have the best records. Because it wasn't about cutting and scratching yet.
That didn't exist yet.
That didn't even exist yet. It was just about who played the best music.
Sure. And I mean, I think was Kool Herc the one that actually invented the crossfader and stuff like that? Or was that?
Flash was actually
Grandmaster Flash?
You know, the guy who kind of put a crossfade situation together. Kool Herc played traditionally, up and down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whatever. He wasn't really a turntablist. He just played records, but he knew what records to play. He knew how to gauge his audience, what they were dancing to. He was very cued into what works and what doesn't work.
Right, and it got taken from the old Jamaican sound system.
Kool Herc is from Jamaica.
And he's Jamaican. Yeah, and they were already doing that. They were sort of ahead of the curve for that type of thing.
I mean, Jamaican DJ culture is definitely direct descendant to hip hop DJ culture. I mean, a lot of the early forefront DJs were of Caribbean or Jamaican descent. Kool Herc, Flash, a lot.
Well, I mean, in fact, still to this day, when you say a Jamaican DJ, it's what we know as a rapper.
Exactly, because in Jamaican DJ culture, the DJ is the MC.
And the selector.
And the guy playing the records is the selector.